Konnichiwa. So today I spent about an hour or so doing Kihon, working on transitional weight, hip movement, K.A.S.A, etc, etc. I always like finishing my Kihon on a personal note, changing my blocks to strike and creating that feeling. Now some parents are on talking about kids self-defense classes and stuff like that. But here's the reality. One thing I love about karate, and in particular Shotokan, you get the kids coming in. Some of them are shy, some of them are a bit green. We start to teach them how to block. These are all blocks, and they go up and down the dojo, and they go back and they block, and they go forward and they block, and they're blocking all the time, and punching as well. And then after a while, when they get comfortable with that, then we take them out of their comfort zone and we put them in with a partner, and we do a Gohon Kumite or Ippon Kumite. So now Johnny, who's a little bit shy, has to perform with his or work with his mate, and now he's blocking and his mate is touching, and they're getting that touchy feeling. So they're breaking down barriers. Now I know a lot of serious life protection, self-defense people disagree with Gohon Kumite and Ippon Kumite, but I think it's great, especially when you deal with kids. A lot of these maybe don't teach kids. It's great for breaking down barriers. Obviously we're working on the distance and the timing. But every time they come to the dojo and they practice train and they work with their partner, we're building up their confidence. Touching, feeling, boom boom, and they're blocking all the time, blocking and punching all the time. And they're training, practice training. So then we take them out of their comfort zone and we get them going for their belts, the juniors going for their stripe belts and whatever. But they'll all be kind of nervous. You'll get the text off the parent, Johnny, Mary is a bit nervous. That's fine, no problem. So it's a little bit of a stern exercise. It's quite formal, but we do help them. And we get them over the line, they get their belt, and then we build them up to the next belt and the next belt. So what are we doing there? We're practice training, performing. Practice training, and getting them to perform. That performance is vital. That performance is the same performance required for junior cert, for leaving cert, for sitting in front of somebody for your whatever, going for an interview for college or for a job or something like that. That performance in karate is just vital. People don't realize, okay? Now we do get them to perform in the dojo as well, but getting them out of their comfort zone and into a different environment for gradings and stuff like that is vital. Also competitions. People don't realize how important competitions are for kids in relation to performance. You got kata and you got kumite. Now we got kubudo as well. So now we have them practice training, boom, stick them into a competition, they're going to perform. We don't care whether they win medals or not. It's about them progressing and you know, coming on as an individual, okay? So this takes a long time because you might get a hypersensitive kid into the dojo and you've got to work with them. Now there's three people involved. There's the student, there's the coach or the sensei, and there's the parent. If one of them is not tuned in, that kid is only going so far, okay? Everybody has to be involved, okay? That kid has to be there training 10 or 5 minutes before training. Boom, karate gi, obi. This cracker coming in, he has forgot his belt or she hasn't got this, that's fine. If you just want to work on the fundamentals of movement and have fun, that's fine. But if you want them, people ask when are they going to do self-defense? They're doing it. We are teaching them self-defense all the time. We're building character, practice train, perform, practice train. It's a long process, especially if someone is hyper shy, hypersensitive, and you've got to get them through that process. Get them into performance, nourish them, help them, get them into performance, get them back into the dojo, okay? But it has to be consistent. Johnny's taking 3 weeks, he's a bit tired, that's fine. When Johnny comes back, he starts all over again. That's the way it is, okay? But and the reason I'm saying this is because people have been texting me, can you do self-defense videos? So I wanted to explain. So for years, as they come in for kids, boom, Sensei said this is a block, this is a block, this is a block. And they get so good and so proficient at their blocks, and in their kata they're doing their blocks. And then one day when they get mature enough, we tell them, actually, sorry, we've been telling you lies for years. These are not blocks, these are all strikes. But at that stage it's too late, because they've trained them all the pathways. You say, Aggie, you can boom, oh, so you can boom, boom. They're so good, so proficient. Now we need to change the mindset. They're not blocks, they're strikes. Okay, so we go from 1, 2, 3. Someone comes in to attack. 1. This is now a strike. As the hand comes in, we grab the hikite that comes back to the hip. We strike. Then we hit again, and we hit again. So when they come in, we're not talking about violence or hitting people and knocking people out or hitting the stomach 5 or the yang reservoir or breaking the eye socket. We don't discuss that. But there's a process all the way up to being able to defend themselves. So we don't do generally specific self-defense, but we are teaching the kids how to defend themselves. But it's a long road, and it has to be a consistent road. The belt has to be on. The karate gi has to be clean and ready to go every single week, and they have to go to their training if they want to do that self-defense and progress. Again, if you want to have fun and work on your fundamentals of movement and it supports your GAA or tennis, that's actually fine. But in relation to going to the next level, okay, so now this becomes from this block, block, block to strike, 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 strike. You got it? So that's how we work with the kids, and that's how it's so good, because we're training them all apart. We're fooling them. We're fooling your kids all the time. We're telling them this is blocks. We're telling them that all the time. And then we get that mind shift, and we work with them and we change it around. But they have all the skills, they have all the tools, they've done it for years up and down the floor. We just change things around. So now it becomes attack, attack, attack. Good. For our seniors, a bit guilty, we need to work more on our flow drills. So it's not always about good and strong, boom, aggressive, boom, boom, boom. You've got to take it down a peg and work on your flow drill, because that's important. I'm saying to the seniors, if they are training at home, you need to work on your flow drill. So everything has to flow, so you train the motor pathways. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it going. Repetition. 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 Okay, so we change it. Our kids are doing blocks. Then we tell them that they're strikes, so they change it. Us. So I hope that answers your question. I hope I'm not being too harsh on the parents, but that's the reality. There's a team of 3, and we all have to work together to get them to that next level. It's a serious, especially if your kid is really well read and a good kid. Hitting someone and striking someone, it's not natural. But we get them through the process of practice, train, performance. That's how we get them to that level. That's how, if Johnny gets attacked on the street, that's how it happens. Might feel good, but Johnny lives to tell the tale. That's how our karate turns into self-defense and life protection. And I know a few people have been on discussing that, so that's why I wanted to do that clip, to just to clear that up. Okay, so I hope that's okay for you. And you know where I am, just give me a shout if you need me. Okay. Us. Sayonara.